There we go. Now everything's
There you go.
yeah.
How's your day going?
Well, we're looking for an AirPod still in my house. My wife
Are you
cannot find
serious? You still haven't done it? That's
nope
funny.
a
Hmm.
singular AirPod my wife has misplaced, and we don't know where it is. We've tried the little Find My thing, and it's like it's in your house probably. At least it was when the battery died.
I
So
wonder how long is it before individual AirPods have like a find me thing in them, you
I
know?
think some of them do. I don't. The
Yeah,
greatest
maybe
thing
they do.
is the new Apple. This is why I hate Apple, because they're so good at getting you to spend unnecessary money. They have
Right.
it
Right.
is should be studied by generals. The fact that their new TV remote, which I had not experienced in the flesh until I bought this new one because this TV is
Hmm.
now a workout TV, blah blah blah. The fact that not only is that new TV remote just better, but it also has the Find My built into it, so that when you do
Uh,
lose it,
when you say better, are you comparing it to the previous silver version
I'm
that was
comparing
lightning
it to
based or
this.
the
Hold on,
previous black one that was horrible, like the touch thing and
comparing it to this
little,
one that I moved down here. This one,
oh yeah, piece of crap.
the
That's the worst. That makes the Apple mouse with the charger on the bottom look like it makes sense by comparison.
yeah, that one.
Yeah.
So
Well, there
now
are
I want
two
to go
versions
buy.
of the silver one though. So I still have the older silver version,
Yeah.
which is lightning based, and the one you have, I guess, if you just bought it, is USB-C based.
Oh, I haven't even looked.
Oh, so maybe you still have that one too. But sure, you're saying it has Find Me in it, so if it's in the couch or something, you can
Yeah, it'll do the thing.
find it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
So, and now I want to go buy more TV remotes, which would be like $150 to replace the other three.
I did the same math, and I'm like, I'll just wait for a new one to come out on that one because I feel like I've given Apple enough money this past year, especially. It's been kind of crazy on that note.
Yeah. Well, as I told Paul yesterday when we were starting to look for this and I was annoyed, my wife said, well, maybe we can just upgrade them because I think yours are like 3 years old or whatever. And I said, if I walk into that Apple store, I'm walking out with an iPhone too.
Yeah.
So that's the
How'd that,
stalemate in our
how'd
household.
that little bit of extortion go? Was that met with a
Well, we
positive
haven't found the
response?
AirPod and I still have my old phone. So, yeah.
You should just every time you walk by her, you should just bring your phone out and be like, "Here it is. How's your AirPod doing? Your monopod."
How's life in mono?
Oh boy.
Your Instagram reels all.
Mm-hmm. They're all coming out of the left or whatever.
I think she only has the right one. I think. I don't know.
Is she a left-handed person?
Nope, she's right-handed.
Interesting. I think I would left one in
Look, you're
personally.
trying to rationalize how
I know it doesn't matter. I
the
know.
other
Even
gender
as I said that, I was like, I don't even know where I'm going with this. What's the
uses the
difference?
yeah. No. So that's where we're at in my household on this Friday, late January.
So I'm curious. I've written and will soon publish. When this is done, we'll publish a little thing about the Microsoft 365 price hikes for
Yeah,
consumer.
$3 among friends per month.
Yeah, I mean, the weirdness of the timing here is that I started writing this editorial about how Microsoft and Google have these divergent strategies for charging customers for AI, like for productivity
Mm-hmm.
services, right? But when I started writing it, Google hadn't announced what they announced this week. So I was literally most of the way through it, and then they announced their change, and I'm like, well, this is all going to change. So I restarted it and added in things that where it made sense. But knowing that Microsoft was going to raise the price on Microsoft 365 at some point, and the caveat on what I was my conclusion, which is that this is all perfectly reasonable, actually, is that the reasonable bit depends on what the price hike is, right? So on the one hand, you could argue that Microsoft 365 Personal is a 10% price hike. It's reason. I mean, honestly, that thing was due for a price hike. It's been that price possibly forever. Well, no, I think it must have been $69.99 at the start or
Yeah,
something.
for a year.
So it's gone up. This is the second price hike it's had. So anyway, it's a good value. So it doesn't bug me. But Microsoft 365 Family is 30% higher, which sounds like a lot, but we're talking about the difference between $100 a year and $130 a year. And this is for 6 accounts, each of which gets a terabyte of storage, full access to the Office productivity suites on desktop, and full access to all the Office features on mobile and whatever else it comes with. And I'm sorry, but like that is still one of the great no-brainers in personal tech. And I think it's smart for Microsoft to offer people, the system's a little goofy, but AI credits, I think they're called.
Hmm.
So you can use these Copilot features as part of your paid Microsoft 365 subscription. And if it works out that you actually use them so much that you want more, you can buy the Copilot Pro subscription for $20 per user per month, which yes is expensive. But if one of you in that family or whatever is using it that much, I mean, that option's there. Google's is better in the sense that the price hike is more reasonable and it applies to all of the tiers. And I'm sorry, it gives you all the functionality. They got rid of the paid extra tier or extra AI add-on, whatever. But I don't know. Like to me, this is like, yeah, no, this is okay.
The it's whatever. I mean, it's we knew it was coming, right? They're
Yeah,
not going to buy all these GPUs and not make you pay for them. I think that's a given. However, they do
yeah,
have they Mary Jo found this. They do have these classic plans. So if you're like really perturbed by this price hike, you can actually get
yeah.
the
I mean,
for a
so
limited
to be
time
fair,
though,
they she didn't find that it was communicated.
or
Like
communicated or
we
whatever.
we
But
we,
I
we
should say
wrote
she
it about it as
posted.
well. But what I mean is the thing that people will freak out about with that offering is that it's temporary, right? At
Right,
some
that's
point
yeah. The limited
that'll go away.
time of it is the weird part.
Here's the thing, though. I think that, well, I don't know this for a fact. You don't have to pay full retail for this product, right? These things are often on sale. I have never paid the full retail price for Microsoft 365 Family, and I've had it since it was first offered, right? So, you can get a card, you can get the cube, whatever it is, like this
Hmm.
sales, and so but again, whatever it is, 100 or $130 a month, when you compare the value of that to whatever things you're paying for every month,
Yeah,
Netflix or Apple Music, whatever. I mean, it's a good value. It's a crazy. We're talking about yeah, what is it, 11? Not even $11 a month,
I guess it
which
just
works out
depends.
to a dollar something per person for if you have all 6 people using it for an incredible amount of functionality.
Yeah, if you have 6 people using it, you're definitely getting your money's worth. There's no
Yeah,
argument there.
I mean we have 5, for example. So my family plus my wife's father, right? So um, incredible value. He's going to be distressed when I tell him he owes me $1 more a month. But other than that, it's like or whatever it is. I don't charge him. I'm kidding. But um, I don't. I said this years ago. That this thing is a no-brainer, and that has not changed. And that to me is the definition of a good relationship to have with a company that, in this case, is I was going to say selling, renting you software, whatever. They offer a service. They charge a price. You pay that price because you see the value. It
Hmm.
works out on both sides. That's the way these things are supposed to go.
Well, or you could be a baboon like me and pay for 3 different cloud services to back up
Oh,
your
I pay
photos
for
three
4.
different
I pay for
times.
4. I pay for although I'm getting 1 year free on one of these. Google's um, consumer and business versions, business with multiple users, and I am also paying for Microsoft's business and consumer offerings, but only one business tier, one user on the business side. So, yeah, no, I am also paying, but I mean, this is part of
You got
this is my
OneDrive,
job.
you
What's that?
got Google Photos, and you got Apple Photos, whatever, two
I'm
terabyte
not
thing.
even including Apple. I'm also paying for
Yeah.
that. Let's not get crazy here. But I just mean as far as like office productivity services, right? Workstation from Google, Workspace for business, which we pay for Thurrott.com. Um, Google One, which is their storage and blah, 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 whatever on consumer. Microsoft 365 Family, and then Microsoft 365, whatever it's called, Business R2 2024, whatever the hell the name of it is, whatever tier. It's not an expensive tier, but it's one of the lower end tiers. Which I just to keep my foot in there so I can see what they're doing and keep track of that, whatever. It's a lot of money, but it's, it's part of the job.
Yep.
I will
We all
tell you,
knew
if
it
I had
was
to give it
coming.
all up, I would keep Microsoft 365 Family. If you said to me, well, actually the photo one is kind of tough, but well, I use it. I mean, we all use it. The value is definitely there.
Well, I don't know. We can ride off into the sunset knowing.
Oh man, Satya Nadella's